My name is Jalen Kale. You can check out my newest album, Back to the Basics, on all streaming platforms, wherever you enjoy getting your music at. But uh, new music videos will also be accompanying this album, so keep your eye out over on my YouTube channel. Make sure you go subscribe. All 12 songs will have a music video eventually, so if you see this before all of them are out, be sure to stay tuned for more.
I'm Theo Kale. Uh, I make short films and movies. You can check my stuff out at Glasshouse Films 8 on YouTube. And if you want to get in contact with me about potentially being in any films or anything, the link to my Instagram and everything should be in the comments below of whatever video you're watching of ours. So, yeah, that's really it.
Welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast, episode number 70. The Chronicles continue. So, we surpassed episode 69, our original goal with the podcast, so we're in overtime right now, baby. So, with that being said, my name is Jalen Kale. Alongside me, as always,
Theo Kale?
how you been this week, kid? What you been up to?
Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness.
Oh, careful there. So yeah, we got a new little setup for the podcast if you enjoy watching. So me and TT can play footsie for an hour and a half. But yeah, we switched up the view. So give us time to set into this setup, figure out how we're gonna do it all. But I kind of like it more aesthetically this way. We can show off our little art corner, pretend like Theo reads. He's got a little bookshelf over there. Got my skateboard that I used to ride before I blew my fucking knees out. It's a good time, you know.
Don't be acting like you don't skateboard still.
Well, I still do, but my knees wish I didn't. So yeah. Exciting, decorative leaf for the podcast at least. I must say, yeah, be careful all the 9,000 wires there. So, you got anything in the wild world of TT? We really need to get like a little intro music or something, you know.
For what?
Like when we do TT's talks, or you know, when I ask you what you're doing, you know, like TT's report, just like a little animation thing that swipes over. Is edited in my brain. Anyways, anything
I
you
was
want
about
to
to
talk?
say that's your job.
Yeah, I know. Anything you want to bring up to the people before we hop into the film and album of the week?
Um,
Anything interesting you in pop culture or your recent ventures in life?
I finished storyboarding finally.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your Instagram. Link below.
51 pages, done and dusted.
Goddamn. So you think we were talking about it a little bit last night at the open mic. You think you're gonna end up doing the shot list, or you think you're just gonna use the storyboard for the overall vibe of it all?
Right now I don't really know. I'm thinking about doing a shot list, but it's just gonna take forever again to do all that. But
Very true. I feel like you know, with the shot list, it's kind of some of the shots are the same. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shot, but you know, and
yeah,
within the story, it's like this shot and then that shot and then back to the same shot, back to the same shot, you know.
Yeah.
You can kind of have, your storyboard
It's
list. Oh, well, I wouldn't even.
the shot list is more of a thing that is like the standard in the industry, whereas the storyboarding it's really optional. It's a really optional thing.
Right.
But I got the storyboarding done, so I mean, doing the shot list would just be standard practice for like what I want to do. I see a fucking hair out of the corner of my eye on this microphone, and it's annoying me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the perks of
Okay.
living with a cat.
But I
But go ahead.
I don't know. I want to take another month and a half doing that. I kind of wish that it was like one or the other. Like you could do the shot list or you could do the storyboarding,
Right.
and it's just like whatever one you bring to the table is the what you go off of. But it's basically the same thing. Just one has pictures, one has words,
Right. It's not. It's
and one goes into more detail about like what's on set specifically.
right. I'm about to say the set or shot list. That's what it's called, right? The shot list.
Yeah.
That seems more like the industry standard. So you just kind of want to get in the habit of going through their process of figuring out all right, so what fucking millimeter lens do I want for this? What fucking
Yeah.
all that minutia of the scene, But I can understand one to get into practice and doing it, but on the other hand, I understand that the fucking storyboard took, a couple months,
Yeah.
Like this shit is a fucking process now. If I was you, I wouldn't want to have to do it again, but alas.
I don't know. I'll probably end up doing the shot list though, just to get into the rhythm of doing it. But
Right, I feel like it's always, you can never be too prepared for something,
yeah.
Especially after Spiff and Kush, it would be nice to have, all right, so here's what we need from this day, here's what we need from this day, just, to see it all, and then we can
Yeah.
share it on Google Docs or whatever, But it would definitely be beneficial to us all, I feel.
I still have to print out the fucking script.
Do you have for sure who's going to play what? Or are you still kind of working out the
I do not have. I mean, I have casting down for one of the characters, but for the rest, I don't know yet.
Okay.
But I still need to print out the script because I only have it on the computer right now,
Gotcha.
and I need like what 5, 6, about 8 scripts.
What
printed.
copies of it?
Huh?
8 copies of it?
Yeah,
Goddamn.
and that's like 21 pages times 8. So
It's 21 pages?
yeah.
I didn't even realize it was that long. TBH, I ain't read it yet, but I'm sure it's good.
So hold up.
What are we holding up?
It's 168 pages that need to be printed out.
God damn. Just get you a whole ream of paper and go to fucking
I mean, I have the paper. I just
Kinko's or something.
I just don't have the printer.
You're gonna have to go to what's it? I think it's called FedEx or something now. I don't remember what it is, but it used to be the Kinko's. You can just go there and print a whole bunch of shit.
Mom said that she'll print it at work, but
Oh.
I mean, I have the paper. It's not like they're using their paper. They're just using the ink.
Fair enough.
They just send Mom with a whole fucking ream of papers to work and be like, "Hey, can you print this out?"
Right. Just I need
8 copies of this.
right. Just 486 pages, please. Come home with a whole fucking.
But yeah,
So
it's just gonna be a fun time. It's always
excuse me.
fun in pre-production.
Oh yeah, it's the best time. It's like 95% of the project.
Yeah. feel like a lot of people don't understand that. They just see like the 10, 20%, and they're like, oh, well, that's what it's like. Like, that's not anything close to what it's like.
Right. I mean, you really only get like the 10, 15 minutes at the end of the at the end of the day what they actually see.
Yeah.
Unless you do like a little behind the scenes, fucking. That's a whole nother like fucking production upon the production if you're really trying to capture it all.
And also, I don't think people would want to sit there and watch me draw out 208 different pictures onto a piece of paper.
Right. That's just that's gonna be a real fast montage.
Yeah.
Just all right. So I drew this fucking storyboard.
But yeah,
That's about
very
it.
fun.
Just doing the storyboard.
I also spent money on the most expensive prop that I'm gonna need already. So
Y'all can already guess what the fuck it is. Goodness, sorry. There's fucking something in my throat. But inform the people. What'd you get? Or you want to keep it a mystery? Bum, bum, bum.
I don't really want to tell them.
Oh, man of mystery over here. All right, well, I'll let you into what I've been doing recently. Not shit really. I just been kind of making a bunch of rap beats. I kind of want to make a like a rap mixtape kind of vibe. Like all the songs are violently different, but they're all kind of hip hop, rap based. So I've been trying to figure out how the fuck to.
Don't you want to make a
Rap.
rap album?
That's kind of what I'm working on right now. Just keep it low key, maybe like 6 or 7 songs. I don't know if it'll be like a whole album because I kind of want to keep the aesthetic of my music. Album, EP, album, EP.
Start a diss. Make one of your songs a diss.
Start a fucking whole rap beef with nobody.
Started with Drake.
Right.
Actually, started with Kendrick.
No.
Why?
No. I'm okay. I don't want the smoke.
All
I
right,
don't need-
start it with Logan Paul.
All right, bet. Logan Paul, I hope you fall. Oh, damn. I'm cold with it. So yeah, that's that's the kind of fucking bars I've been spitting in the car. I just listen to the song like 9 times and repeat, and I'm like, all right, fucking. Do I get thug on this one? Do I, fucking
I can't.
Chris Brown shit?
I can't rap.
Well, I'm coming to find that I cannot either. So
I can't come up with like lyrics that go together. I mean, they go together, but they're all like fucking gay or some stupid shit.
right.
Be like, your mama suck my dick on the low. I put it in your brother's butthole type shit.
Oh, whoa. Okay, we're gonna have to bars and tone that shit. Yeah, okay. So, album of the week. No, I'm playing. But yeah, I've slowly come to realize that I am not a very good rapper. It takes me forever to come up with like the lyrics for a song. So,
Should I take it off?
especially improv rapping.
Should I take it off or leave it on? It's been
Take
on there
one.
for like 3 years now.
Take it off. Oh shit!
Now I'm gonna drop it and it's gonna break.
Right.
Now I'm gonna be like, left it on.
Hopefully not, but
Oh.
it was the little cover for the light thing he's got for the people that couldn't
Been
see. 'cause
on
I
there
didn't
for
switch the
3
camera.
years. I think it's actually 2 of them, to be honest. Yep. Why?
Well, fuck.
I don't know.
Extra protection. Well, now you get no protection.
Watch it
no
be
protection.
3. This one kind of feels thick too.
Good lord. This is the kind of entertainment you can get from the Two Tone Podcast. TT peeling his fucking camera
think it's
protectors
only-
apart.
I think it's only 2, but it could be 3. I don't know.
The world may never know. But
Right. Well,
anyways, what you want to hop into first, the album or the film of the week?
the $1 million I'm supposed to be getting
From what?
from viewership
From
on the podcast.
I don't think 6 viewers gets us $1 million. I don't think that's the ratio we
Well,
get.
That's dumb.
Big facts.
But let's get into the album first.
Album of the week. Rum-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's an album called AM by the Arctic Monkeys.
It's AM by AM
Wow. Bum,
plus
bum, bum.
AM divided by AM
Equals.
BC.
I don't think that's how it works. But anyways, so the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh wait, equals PN. There you go.
There you go. So the Arctic Monkeys, they're it's kind of a self-titled album, I guess. What do I even say about this album? So, let me pull up the Jesus Christ, T. What are you doing over there?
I'll sit by the nice warm fire. Cops.
Can't have anything. So, 2013. You know, the Arctic Monkeys in the middle of the alternative rock craze. You know, you got Arctic Monkeys. What's it? White Stripes, Black Keys, fucking.
Your mom.
All right, guy, calm down. Anyways, so why did I pick this album? Damn, what's the song? Do I Want to Know? So the riff for Do I Want to Know was actually the first riff that I ever learned on the guitar. Fun fact. It's catchy, right? You know, me and Curtis and Kyle was hanging out in the basement. You know, I was sitting there on my keyboard with the fucking on the ironing board, double boarded up, and
Double boarded.
like a goddamn house in
And your
Katrina.
mom's deported.
All right, freestyle time is over. Anyways, so Curtis, you know, whipped out the guitar, started playing this riff, and I was like, holy shit, that's cool as fuck, dog. I want to learn how to play guitar. And he was like, all right, so fucking put the guitar on, and you know, let's get a little fucking rudimentary guitar lesson in the basement. And he taught me the riff for Do I Want to Know. Honestly, surprised I haven't picked the Arctic Monkeys album.
I think that's the first album you showed me. Like once you made the band or whatever.
It checks out.
Like you didn't play it, you just showed me the song, like
Right.
like on YouTube or whatever.
I want to say the music video for Do I Want to Know. Do you remember the music video?
I don't remember.
Let me pull it up real quick because it's fucking cool.
It was a long periodically time ago.
Yeah, I don't blame you. If I could spell. Do I want to know? All right, you're giving feedback there, kid.
Sorry.
Okay, so the music video, right? One of the coolest fucking music videos I've seen in my whole life. You can't hear it right now.
You thought this was cool?
Well, just wait. It's not this the whole time. I had to put like a little picture in picture or something just so that people can see. But can you hear?
Not really.
4K now?
Nope.
Not at all.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Okay, well, fuck me. Okay. Maybe no.
Nope.
That's so weird. Oh. That's why the TV. You gotta turn the fucking volume on the TV. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so you see, harmonies a different color. Holy shit! So y'all just scroll through real quick. Oh, I missed the cool transition part. You read a few. Uh, but yeah, you get the vibe. Okay, so yeah, we've stared into the camera or the abyss for long enough. Let me plug all this shit. Oh Lord, that's loud in my headphones. And I wanna know what time it shuts. Simmer down and poker up.
Put it in my. I'm crying.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so
Welcome back to the One Tongue Podcast.
I feel like every podcast I have a moment where I'm like, all right, and that's enough.
And that's the type of rap that I do.
Okay. Enough of TT's terrible freestyling. So yeah. Do I Want to Know was the first song that I ever learned on the guitar. So holds a special place in the heart. That's why I chose the album. And it's got a couple more bangers on it. Are You Mine? Also a banger. And Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? Also a banger. But enough of my opinion on the album. What did you think of the album, T?
It was very much you.
What you mean by that?
Very much like classic rock type. I don't really know.
It definitely does have that kind of early Black Keys meets Cage the Elephant kind of alternative, alternative rock, I guess I would say. I feel like the 2010s were the best years for alternative rock. I couldn't really tell you any bands that are, I feel like bands are kind of on the way out. I couldn't really tell you any big alternative rock bands other than like the Black Keys. Well, I guess Cage the Elephant still tours and stuff, but the bands are a dying breed. Sad to see.
Because it's hard to get a lot of people together that don't really either work at the same place or have time to meet every week. As you said,
I feel like it's also hard to get along with that many people too. Like for everybody to be on the same page about something is fucking.
Well, I mean, the Black Keys were just two people.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The White Keys were just two people, or White Stripes were just two people. That should be your band, the White Keys.
The White Keys.
Yep. The Black Keys and the White Keys.
What if we be the Black Stripes?
What if you be
Think outside the box.
What if you be the Moon Pie?
Moon Pie?
Yeah.
For what?
You gotta get another black person though. Because it'd be you, Kyle, and then another black person.
Right.
Moon Pie.
We just be called Gradient.
Gradient? Okay.
We'd all have to stand like,
Y'all wear different.
Kyle, me, very black guy.
Y'all wear different colored uniforms when you're on stage.
So we wear like in reverse order. So Kyle's wearing all black, I wear gray, and then the black guy wears all white. Wow. We got okay. So Kyle, there's gonna be another black guy in your basement. I'm sorry to inform you, but we're we're building Gradient. You're gonna have to be a part of it, whether you like it or not. So,
How did you come up with your original band name? Or do you even like that name?
what Lighthouse Landing?
Yeah.
Kyle did, and it's not a terrible name. I signed off on it honestly. Well, obviously.
I mean, it's not like I'm not saying it's terrible, but like I feel like there could have been a different name or something. What were your ideas?
I honestly couldn't tell you. That was fucking 10 years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 years ago in a basement, and uh, damn, I really couldn't even tell you what the fucking other names were.
Jalen and the Two Whites. It's your new band
No.
name. Both
Nah.
Baston, Kyle, and Luke. Jalen and the Whites.
There was something like there was a name that I came up with, and it was like something in the something something. One of those kind of names, and it was fucking good, but I can't remember what it was. Damn, I came up with it at the Tiki, so fucking
Put it in
lost
the
thoughts
comments
there.
below, Kyle. He might remember. I don't know.
I doubt it, but put it in the comments below if you do. But yeah, so enough about the album of the week.
Do you ever plan on trying to like get a new band?
Um,
Like,
Probably not, honestly. It's a lot of fucking work, just getting that familiarity with some other musician, especially if they're not the best at playing their or
their
their
instrument.
instrument. Because if I'm on like say 1 through 10 is the ability to play. If I'm a level 7 and you're a level 4 drummer, it's gonna be a little bit of a disconnect there. It's not gonna be as intriguing for me to play with you if you're not somewhat inept. Have some ability to play the drums or bass or whatever. But
Have you met anybody that could play instrument that would want to be in a band
no, not really.
other than Kyle?
It's not something I seek out, so no, I don't really know anybody that.
Like, you didn't meet anybody in high school that was like a
Nah.
play guitar or whatever.
There was a couple kids in a band that were like a grade below me, but they were obviously all in the band together already, so I wasn't about to like, hey, can I fucking come play with y'all? Fucking be head ass as hell. I feel like, but I've played with one other drummer, and it was rough to say the least.
Why was it rough?
He just wasn't a very good drummer. He was just kind of learning the drums, so it was like very rudimentary. And it was also one of those people that's like, if I fuck up, we got to start the whole song over again. Where I'm just like, all right, just fucking take a 4 count and then hop back in, dog. I'll keep time for you.
How many times did you have to restart?
A lot. It was not an enjoyable experience in the slightest. But anything draw you to bring it up?
What?
Me finding another drummer. You was talking about it last night too.
Oh, just wondering.
Just curious.
Because you were complaining about how you had to follow a whole band.
Oh yeah, it's just it's like fucking some random ass open micer having to follow like Shane Gillis. It's like we're doing the same thing, but there's a. I can only do so much with a guitar. I can't fucking have a whole con- construct the whole song. I just give you the bare bones version of
You
it.
ever thought about bringing in a piano?
I have thought about it, but then I'm like, I fucking gotta just hope nobody fucks with my piano while I'm not there, and then I feel like if I did, I'd have to like, commit to being at Smocktown for a whole night, and I enjoy going to Planetary, so I don't know,
I mean, you could have
Rich.
Rich, whatever his name is, look after it while you're not there.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he would, but I don't know how trustworthy I am with a room full of drunk people and a
And
relatively nice piano. Somebody gonna turn it on and just set their drink on it and fucking. I come back and like, oh, Jalen, so your piano exploded. We had to call the fire department.
I don't think it would explode.
Everybody poured their drinks on it, but they forgot they were alcohol, so it just kind of fucking made everything worse. No, imagine. I'm just kidding, but I can only imagine something bad happening. If I wasn't there the whole time, and then I gotta leave it in the car. That's just a whole nother fucking can of worms, I guess.
Also, I feel like it'd be interesting to watch you and a whole band play.
I mean, I enjoy playing with full bands. Like, it's just, it's hard to. There's like a. You understand this with like us being brothers. There's like that unspoken connection that you have with somebody over, just having experienced them for so long. Like I think about this one moment all the fucking time where like me and you were in the living room watching TV or something, and mom turns her lights on and we're just like both sneak off because we're not supposed to be watching TV, and we literally just like turn to each other in our doorways and just flip each other off and then go back to bed, and just like nothing happened. Like we knew exactly what the vibe was. We knew exactly what both of us were saying. Like, say something, I will kill you. Just that kind of vibe. We didn't say a single word, but we knew. It's hard to do that with somebody you don't really know that well. That's what I found in music. Like if somebody is good enough, confident enough in their instrument, it's you're able to play with them, but you just don't have that same kind of connection that like, me and Kyle do, having played with each other for well, pause. Having played music with each other. Whoa, hey, okay.
Rewind.
Bars and tone. Haven't played music with each other for 10 years, there's that kind of unspoken connection. We just settle our shit up, and I play four notes, and he's like, all right, dum, 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 and we're just fucking having a jam session for 2 hours.
Now, what if I learned how to play drums?
Um,
Do you think we could still have that connection?
it
I'd
would
be able to play off of you.
it would definitely be interesting to see you learn. But that's what I'm saying with the skill gap part of it as well. There's a lot of contributing
mean,
factors to why I don't
You
really
can still
seek
be a
out.
beginner and play with people that are better than you and still like keep up with them.
Well, no, I totally understand what you're saying, because like by no stretch of the imagination am I like an amazing guitar player or piano player or anything. I do it all a little bit. So I wouldn't, even like I've gone to a jam session where I was like, all right, so I am definitely like small fish in a big pond right here, and there's definitely things you can learn from those kind of scenarios, but there needs to be some bar set to where you have like basic rudiments down. You can fucking control all your shit independently. You can play fills and shit. You can, the guitarist does a wrong note, and you can keep time while he's figuring out what the fuck he fucked up. You can look at the guitarist and be like, all right, so when he's like, you slow down with him. Just those kind of cues type shit. I feel like that it's hard for somebody that knows what they're doing to play with somebody that's just learning. If you're, I feel like the back end of beginner going into intermediate is when you should seek out other people to play with, if that's really what you want to do. Granted, me and Kyle kind of learned around the same time, so we were both shit. So it didn't really matter. And then we, slowly but surely climbed up. I'll never forget. Kyle didn't have a fucking hi hats for the longest time, so he just used the high tom, and his boy, those videos are hard to watch now. And I'm like, oh, all right, buddy, just I'm sure you go back and listen to one of my covers of fucking Let It Be, and the fucking keyboard on the ironing board, fucking with my big old fucking bald head triple XL sweater on. I find myself in time. It's hard to look at, but you got to start somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
All right, so we burned half an hour talking about my musical endeavors. Let's hop into the film of the week. So, hit the people with the film of the week, T.
Trial by Fire. Sorry for the.
I'm gonna start a betting line on how many times Theo yawns after introducing the film of the week. I feel like you yawn every time after you say it. You're like, and Jaws. No, but so what made you choose Trial by Fire? It's quite the interesting pick.
It's good.
It is pretty good. Anything other than it popping up on Netflix drive you to
not really
choose it?
Not really.
So since
I just saw was a person in a jumpsuit that was in prison,
right,
and read the title and I was like, okay.
So
I clicked on it and watched it.
What about the film enticed you, story wise?
First of all, we're gonna start with Texas is fucking retarded.
Interesting. So, spoiler alert: this movie is new to Netflix. So, spoiler alert: if you're up with the podcast, all four of you, appreciate you. Anyways, so this film, it's set in like
90s.
90.
It's like 97.
90. In the mid to late 90s. Anyways, so this guy's house catches on fire, and he's running out the house, and he's standing in the front yard, and he's like, "My babies are burning up in there." I don't know why he sounds like fucking Bobby Hill's dad.
I mean, that's kind of what he sounded like.
But yeah, he's Southern accent kind of guy, but not really pertinent to the story. Anyways, well, it kind of is because I didn't realize until the fucking end of the story, well, until the end of the movie rather, that it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
So that's also an interesting kind of tidbit about the movie. But yeah, so his house burns up and his kids end up passing away in the house, and
okay, before we move on from that,
right.
The fucking CGI in this sucked dick.
Yeah, the flames were terrible. The movie's from like 2014 or something, I think. Or no.
It was from 2014.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just on the cusp of it kind of being
I think
good,
it was like a low budget film. I don't think it would had really that big of a budget, so that's probably why the CGI wasn't that great.
But yeah, that makes sense. It's like a documentary kind of movie type thing.
But you could have still tried a little bit better.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up.
It was like if somebody took a video of fire and just fucking slapped it onto another video, and then was like, "All right, there's a fire."
It's like the bullet wound in Spiff and Kush. It's not good.
It's like if somebody took a sticker and just went onto the screen.
Yeah. But so anyways, the fucking kids die in the fire, and the investigators come in and they're like, all right, so this fucking piece of shit, he fucking murdered his kids, and they're just like hell-bent on
putting this guy away.
Yeah, hell-bent on fucking putting him away, giving him the death sentence, because in Texas, death sentence, live and well. So he loses his trial after all this shit, goes to, death row, and the movie's pretty much about like, him on death row. It skips a few years, so at the end of it,
it skips to like
Oh.
Skips to like 2003, and then this lady finds his case and is like, they get to talking, and she realizes that he's being framed for something that he didn't do, and the government isn't giving a fuck, and so they're trying to put in appeals and shit, and it's not working. And then in like 2005 or 6, they put him to death.
Right. So she finds like all these little like shits that don't like match up, you know, and she finds one of the people that supposedly he told that like, you know, I murdered my whole family, blah 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 blah, you know. But turned out that wasn't true either. And there was like all this shit that could have happened, you know. And so, me not knowing this was the true story, I was watching this movie and I was like, damn, this is a fucking crazy ass movie, you know. And I got to the end and I was like, damn. So the fucking letter didn't mean anything. And I thought for sure, you know, at the last second before they hit him with the shit, homegirl was gonna come in and be like on the glass, you know, just hold the letter to the glass, you know, something real dramatic type shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't realize that shit was gonna be depressing as fuck, dog. You know, you could have hit me with a T Dubs. Fucking total, brother. Fucking, I was watching the movie. I was like, all right, so, okay, he's gonna get free. He's gonna get free. Run him. And homeboy's fucking seizing out on the table, and I'm like, he's not free. All right. So the other chick is gonna be able to walk after the car accident. Nope. Broken clavicle, broken fucking L7 RT, fucking LB, all that shit. She's in a wheelchair. I'm like, ain't nobody win. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Depressing ass ending. I was like, and then all the little text popped up, and it was like, since fucking blah blah blah, 186 people have been freed from death row, and I was like, is this a documentary? It's like fucking Elizabeth went on to fight on John's case, and I was like, oh well, I feel fucking stupid now. I was about to be pissed as hell that this fucking movie ending sucked so bad. And then the fucking based on a true story, and I was like, oh, I missed that part of the beginning.
I didn't say it in the beginning. I think they wanted it to hold out.
Well, yeah, what fucking got my ass. Fuck. I was about to be so pissed. I was like, Tia, this fucking movie sucks so much dick. Why should we sit through 2 hours of this fucking story, get me invested in these characters?
I mean, even if it isn't a true story, I still think it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was really good, you know.
It just sucked that they killed
Right,
him at the end.
Yeah, the ending is kind of depressing as fuck if you don't know it's a true story.
Yeah.
You know, you're just sitting there, you're like, okay. I really thought there was gonna be like she's running through the rain, some shit, you know, you know, the fucking, you know, the whole shit. And no,
I thought
she
somebody
just,
was gonna call and be like, "Execution's off" or some shit.
right, you know,
But
and then the fucking guy gets the letter at the desk and he just puts it in the desk, and I'm like, what?
yeah,
I'm so confused, but you know, it just proves to show, or shows the prove. I don't know how the fuck the saying goes, but it shows you how much motherfuckers are willing to
fuck
stand
you
on,
over.
yeah, stand on their own bullshit just so they don't have to prove that they were wrong. You know, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to cry. I saw a
think
sign
it's-
out here that said Drew Mack and cry. That shit had me fucking dead. Sorry.
I think it's. I think it's funny that people at work will always be like, "Theo, you always blame other people. Why don't you ever blame yourself?" And I'm like, "You've clearly never met me outside of work." There always be like so many people at work are like, "You never take accountability for your actions, Theo," and I'm like,
I didn't even do nothing. I just made the sandwich.
if I
dog.
did something, well, no, because I'll be like fucking with them, and I'll be like, "It's always your fault." They'll be like, "No, it's your fault," and then we'll have a big ass argument, and I'm like, at the end of the day, if it's my fault, it's my fault. I don't fucking care.
Right.
But
You gotta take accountability for your mistakes in life. It was the theme of the movie, but
basically,
it's kind of fucking crazy that Texas still has the death penalty. We're gonna get political on the Two Tone podcast. What's your opinion on the death penalty? You think people should get put to death for certain crimes?
If it's proven, yes. If it's proven without a shadow of doubt that you killed somebody, yes, you should be put to death. But if you can prove, if there is any slight inclination that this person could be innocent, then run it back.
Okay.
Run it back, Turbo.
I
But it also depends on like
Yeah.
the crime.
yeah.
Like if you murder somebody, yeah. If it's like tax fraud or some shit, no.
Oh right, yeah. You ain't gonna put somebody to death for a white collar crime, but I feel like especially. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Now that I think about it, because on the one hand,
Like fucking goddamn Ted Bundy. Nigga should have died. John Wayne Gacy should have been put to death.
I agree with you. Like, fucking serial killers and shit like that obviously should have been put to death, right off the bat. But I don't understand.
But it also depends on like if the person's killing the person because they just want to kill them, or if they killed them because of like self-defense. Or
Right. That's what I feel. There's a lot of extenuating circumstances to each case that would. I'm sure they take it into account.
Yeah.
Like we fucking killed him in self-defense. You're obviously not gonna get fucking put to death for
You'll probably get
protecting
life,
your own life. But
I mean, you'll probably get life in prison, but yeah.
well, probably not for self-defense. Even you like motherfuckers get off on self-defense. But I feel like it's case by case. But the more interesting, or the part that I find more interesting, do you have any problems with the different kinds of methods that they use for uh death row inmates?
The guillotine should have stayed.
Interesting.
You know why?
Hmm.
Because any other form is just torture. A guillotine, if that bitch drops on your head, you're done.
Fair enough.
Like, if a fucking giant ass blade is dropping down onto your neck and it weighs like
Yeah, you
however
going
much it
pretty
weighs,
fast. You going pretty
you're
fucking
dead.
quick. Yeah.
Whereas like lethal injection, you could fuck up the amount.
Right, that's what they were talking about in the
Uh,
beginning of the movie. Like
Electric chair, you could use the. You
right,
could fuck up the
like
voltage.
like in Green, you ever seen Green Mile?
Yeah.
Like how they fucking didn't wet the sponge or whatever, and bro just like fucking fried on the chair.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
There is with a gun line
No, it's a firing squad. Yeah.
firing squad, you could still use that. You just have to make sure that the person, like, the people that you give the. I feel like it should be like, if you're on the firing squad, it should be. You should be like, as close as we are, to each other,
Okay.
and everybody has a live round in the chamber and
So I say I think the way
to
they
the
do,
dome piece.
I think the way they actually do firing squads is like
It's only one person that
yeah,
shoots,
everybody except for one person.
but
has
none of them know which one is
blank. Yeah.
has the real bullet.
Yeah. Which is kind of that's kind of fucking weird, but
Like if you're a part of the firing squad and you know you're killing people, why do you care if you have the bullet or not?
right.
Like,
I feel like
it's your job.
I feel like if you're okay with firing squad, you should just have like the closest living relative just come and fucking shoot dude in the head,
Yeah.
type shit. Like he came in and fucking murdered my whole family, and I'm the only survivor. I'd be pissed as hell if some fucking random ass fucking guy on the police force is like, fuck.
They do have a firing squad in Russia. It's not really a firing squad. It's more of like an execution.
I mean, they just take you out
But
back and kill you.
They take you and they put you on your knees, and then somebody has a Russian type of pistol. I don't remember
Right.
what it's called, but they put it to the back of your skull and pull the trigger.
Yeah, that's just called execution.
That's just instant death.
Yeah, that's just called execution, buddy.
But like, I feel like it should be like that, not how they do firing squads now, because people could fuck up a firing squad.
Yeah.
Like if you shoot somebody in the chest, they could live for
Yeah.
whatever.
A long periodically time.
Yeah, and especially if it's only one bullet. Whereas a guillotine is just automatic.
You make a
Execution
good
is
point.
automatic.
You make a good point.
What else is there? Firing squad, guillotine, electric chair.
Let's look it up.
Lethal
Forms
injection.
of corporal punish.
Corporal punishment or corporal execution. Punishment is different. Forms of
Oh, Jesus, about fucked up everything.
hanging. Hanging is a no-go because people can live on hanging.
Gas chamber.
Electrocution. Gas chamber, no. You're just putting torture on that person. Unless the person has been like fucking a serial killer, the gas chamber should not be a thing.
Nitrogen hypoxia. So you just.
So you just suffocate to death.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, there we go. Throwing somebody but eaten by animals.
No.
We just put them in a. We just toss them to the crocodiles. A method of execution used by medieval Europe. Okay, that doesn't help. Oh, tearing apart by horses. Ah, what
No.
about that one? You like that one?
No.
Ah, come on. What about the
That's
old
called quartering, and no.
the old blood eagle, a Viking
No.
execution method that involved breaking
You know how many people like
the condemn. Oh, I could just read up there. The condemned's ribs. Oh, damn.
yeah,
Ow.
and then twisting them upwards. So they break your ribs in the back, and then they twist them, so you have wings. That's why they call it the blood eagle.
What about crucifixion?
No.
Come on.
That's
Bring it
another.
back.
That's another torture form. So no.
Bring it back.
Type in forms of.
Oh. Forms of what?
Just type in forms of execution, because I don't think corporal is. Lethal injection, electrocution, hanging,
Firing
Firing
squad,
squad,
nitrogen
nitrogen-
hypoxia, gas chamber, ring squad. What's that? Somebody just come and beat the shit out of you?
ring squad.
Beheading, shooting, strangling, starvation. Starvation and crucifixion. There we go. Boom.
No, that's torture.
Come
Strangling,
on.
strangling, no. Shooting depends. Beheading,
What the fuck is a ring squad? I'm so
I don't know
confused.
what a ring squad is.
A ring squad is a method of execution in the United States along. Well, that doesn't fucking tell me what it is. Well,
What is ring squad? A firing squad is grouped.
like,
Is
yeah, I guess it's just a firing
group
squad.
of soldiers who fire on a prisoner to carry out execution. Soldiers are usually instructed to fire simultaneously to prevent identification of the shooter and to avoid a disrupting.
So yeah, it's just a firing squad. I don't know why they had another name for it. That's weird. But
Maybe it was like they put a ring of people around them and they all just fire onto the
that's a
person.
possibility.
They're all like around a pit or something. And
Right.
they just into the pit.
Damn. It's a possibility. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But anyways, let's hop off the topic of fucking death with TT's talks. So, we got a couple longies followed by a couple shorties this week. That's what they used to call me in high school.
Oh yeah. You got pause it. I can't hear shit.
Check, check. Can you not hear me?
No.
What the hell?
I mean, I can hear you, but I didn't hear what was going on in the video. Maybe turn it up.
Oh.
Turn it up. No, like on the TV.
Mustard on my pick, go, tick, go, on her belly button, she gon' get go. Just got stumped by a deer, I'ma live though. You don't wanna fight, I will pluck your nipple. I'm good with numbers, I love science. I be sniffing onions, I love crying. I'm riding in a hoopty with 4 flat tires. Told my granddad I like smelling his diapers. I poop but don't flush, poop but don't flush, poop but don't flush.
This is what my fucking rap album finna sound like, on God.
He's always talking about how they walk like with a slouch, they look like a loser.
This shit had me dead on
Let me show you how to walk with some status, okay? Here you go, here's your basic walk. Yeah, who's that guy walking around? He's like,
Oh, who's that guy?
He's in a rush? Okay, get that posture up. Oh shit. Get that
Oh
posture
shit.
up. Make it a more steady walk, alright? If you want, you can start to show some respect. Okay? Show some fucking dignity when you walk around, huh? Take it even further. Where's he going? Off to the gallows. That's right. Take it even
Wait,
further.
hold up.
See, someone sees you walking like this, they're not even gonna talk to you. Because they're gonna be scared of what you're gonna do to them.
I would be violently scared of what he's about to do. Alright, this is your weekly Jinxie clip.
I just feel like they're gonna play.
High Fives be fucking clowning him so hard. This is also me home alone.
Just why my face is weak.
Go off, King.
On my own, here we go.
When he realizes that High Fives did this.
High five. Yo, can you stop muting the... Bro, High Fives, how long was I fucking muted? Bro, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, he was legit pissed there. Alright, here we go.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who puts a knife between the box spring and the mattress so that if there's an...
No, sister, you are not. Someone come in, I will make the whole neighbor kaboom.
Oh, that's a good one.
Weldon Spring. I'm in Yevley. I'm in
So
the abandoned
true.
city of Pripyat. I'm inside one of the ancient.
I swear to God, it's like they
I'm
don't
off to the
believe
Arctic
that the
for 3 weeks.
fucking
I am
diffuser
not
is a way to
inside
win.
fusion reactor. I'm in Hull. I am in Morocco. I am at Disney World. I'm in Resolute. I'm
at Disney World.
I am in an unpowered glide.
When an
Weldon
unpowered
Spring.
glide.
I'm
Oh,
in
damn.
Yevley.
Got
I'm
my
in the-
ass. Okay, what are we on? 7.
Jinxie.
Your weekly cat meme. Here we go.
Why do I feel like this is what lightning does?
He doesn't sit on his tail like that.
Well, that's what that type of animal does. Is like that specific type of cat does. that,
Gotcha,
but-
gotcha. Alright, last one. Here we go.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I pay a bill, I go back to my bank account just to see if they really took the money, you know what I'm saying? And every fucking time they really took the money, I'm sick of this shit.
I'm sick of this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when
Just
I
let
pay
that
a
one
bill,
hit one more
I
time.
go back to my bank account just to see if they really took the money, you know what I'm saying? And every fucking time they really took the money, I'm sick of this shit.
I swear to God, I look in it, you pay a bill, you're like, alright. Hopefully maybe they forgot about it this time. Just, don't take the money. Fuck, they took the goddamn money.
They actually did their job.
I swear to God. Anyways, I want to say thank you one more time for watching the Two Tone Podcast. All the links for everything will be down below. Check us out. Appreciate you guys. This has been the Two Tone Podcast. Hey, I got the music up. I got the music up. I can hear it. Whoa. All right, Jalen, calm down. Hey, subscribe. Hey, subscribe. Hey, subscribe. Hey, Hit subscribe, hey, hit subscribe, hey. Hit that button, please. Bend down, touch your fingers to your knee.